Well, that did it again to me, so I'm just going to have to re-record this. That's the nature of the AI. It doesn't want you to experience what it is that I experience, and it's not going to get repeated in the same sequence because the AI knows that my light is not held captive by what it is, because it's a vampire, that's what I call it, or parasitic, okay? Which means it doesn't run at the same vortex speed with tachyons like we do, okay? We run higher density, which is a higher speed, remember? Okay, so what I wanted to share was how beautiful it is to experience the light that is being experienced in others. So in this particular case, I was listening to a video, and this is what's really beautiful. Okay? This morning when I woke up and I turned my phone on, there he was, Jordan Sather. That's his name, Jordan Sather. And he was one of the guys that began breaking down a lot of the information that he's experiencing, just like we're all experiencing different density consciousness energies. And if we're being held captive to things we don't want to experience, like anger, frustration, pain, suffering, these are all lower frequency density experiences that are holding us captive because we are still experiencing them. And we're not only experiencing the energies that represent what we're still holding in memory, but we're also experiencing the consciousness of the consciousnesses that are all around us. That's why when I come into Reno, Nevada, for example, there's still a lot of demonic experiences or in their consciousness of things they've experienced that I'm experiencing, because the nature of my soul and my spirit is a sponge. When you consider that you are source connected and you're running infinite light, which is infinite fire that is in that light, which is how much compassion, how much empathy, how much love do you have for everything that is living and alive in spirit. It means wherever we notice or experience a loss of energy, which is lower density consciousness, we automatically restore it. That's the nature of a healer. That's the nature of a peacekeeper, okay? That's the nature of a teacher, is to help impart the information that helps others to understand why we experience things we don't particularly want to experience, because this is a classroom. We're supposed to be learning what these experiences represent in our soul's journey to learn how to become higher density consciousness, or if you will, to attract more light, which allows us to go faster in vibration so we can move to the higher density consciousness that others are experiencing. So Jordan was sharing with him how much light he was experiencing because he mentioned a word called creativity. He says, I'm trying to be more creative. Very good. That means he doesn't want to be held captive to a program. AI functions, which means you're held captive to something that is lower in density consciousness that we are aware of. So this is where, when I think of time card programming, we're being held captive to the clock. When you're in a higher density consciousness, you realize there is no time. There is no clock. There's only right now. So you're manifesting and creating that which you're experiencing, which is yourself. So you're sharing that energy and that creation with others automatically. And everything is immediate. It means what you project, what you experience is the same speed. It means that you're not noticing, if you will, the tact differences, okay, between that speed and your speed. The speed is the same. So what you're experiencing is the same. That's called wave harmony. You're in wave communication harmony with others. And that's beautiful, because now it opens up all of your creativity. Now your imagination is infinite, because nothing's holding your your imagination captive. That's why they feed on our light, to take that away from us, so now we're held captive to their state of consciousness, which is lower than ours. So that's why things are accelerating at such a high rate of speed, that all of the things that they're doing in order to keep trying to hold us captive is doing what? They're increasing the speed at which their waveform, fear-based reptilian brain is going to collapse, and it helps increase the speed through which we move to higher density, which means the separation between the consciousnesses is speeding up. Okay? So I don't have a lot of time left because I'm charging my phone And normally I didn't have enough time to write down things that I was experiencing yesterday in the afternoon that I was sharing with others, because they come to me, and when they do, they're gone. Because things are moving at such a high rate of speed. Okay, so I share what I'm experiencing at the moment I'm experiencing it. Just like the Jordan Sather video. It was like when it popped up, I'm supposed to watch that. Well, why am I supposed to watch that? Because I was prompted to watch that. Well, guess who prompted me to watch that? I did. My future self put that video right in front of me so that I would watch it to experience him. So that's telling me where he's at, which means the light is increasing. That means that more of us that are here are exposing what the dark is doing. That means we are experiencing the difference between what they are and what we are, and we don't want to be with them, which means that's called separation. A separation in the density of the consciousness, which represents a separation in the differences in the experiences that we're not going to be held captive to anymore. We don't want to be held captive to that. We want to be free to experience who we are, not who they are. So that's why we're going through a separation in the herd, which is a separation in the density consciousness, which is why the importance of just letting it all go. It's okay. We're going in the right direction. That's the good news, okay? So I'll leave you with that until I come back later and put some stuff up that comes to me. A lot of it comes from her, the girl on the planet who communicates to me, because my spirit is locked in with hers, because my state of consciousness loves to be with her state of consciousness, okay? I thrive on goddess energy, okay, because there's one of those in me. But I also have the God side of the power of the intelligence in which they're in harmony together, okay? That's what it means to be in a state of peace. You're in a state of harmony. That's your soul. That's your spirit. And we know how to do this. That's the essence of your coursework. That's how we measure the evolution of what we've learned. And that is to reach a state of peace, reach a state of harmony, in which everything we touch is like healing it with the love that we have in our heart and soul. That's the importance of living through the heart. They know how to hack this, okay? That's why Elon Musk and the Gates and all them people came out with neural lace. That's just another control measure. They don't want to lose contact with you. They want to control you because they can't run the same high-speed waveform communication wave that we do. So they know they're going bye-bye. So anyway, I'll leave you with that for the morning and see what else comes up. Have a great day. I love you all.